Don't forget to lock up, Rubes.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
I don't remember owning a Datsun. But this I certainly remember. I haven't heard his name said in years. Here. Finders keepers.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I can't play it in here anyways.
Okay. Thanks. I was only curious, but then I read something about a tragic death. Maybe even on stage. Is that true?
I'll give you the short story. No need to get dramatic. It's safe to say that it was a real shame what happened to Denny. I first met him in the early 70s. Kid had a band. Couldn't play a fancy lick to save his life. And then one day, he was amazing. No counting as to why. He could suddenly play like nobody's business. Found his sound. Can't quite describe it. God damn, it was rock and roll, that's for sure.
So what happened to him?
No, crazy fan. Jumped on stage, stabbed him in the heart a couple of times.
Jesus.
Sorry, I guess I should have warned you about that last part.
Why did he do it?
No idea. Believe it or not, the guy got away. Never to be found. Rumor had his girl had something to do with it.
His girl.
Scarlett. Some people say she was jealous over all the attention he was getting. Wanted some of that for herself. Maybe wanted him only for herself. Other people say she just had to kill the best. Make a name for herself. Not that that panned out. Barely a soul remembers Denny, let alone Scarlett.
You remember him?
Yeah, that I do. Here she still lives around here somewhere.
Is that so?
Look, you're a nice kid, so I'm telling you. Something weird about that night. I was there. I saw it happen. Wish to God I'd never seen it. So I'm warning you. Maybe some things aren't worth knowing.
In there. Come on.
Okay, sure.
Been a time since anyone waited outside my door. So who are you with?
With? Oh, no, I'm not with anyone. I just came across this and wanted to know what happened.
I'm familiar, thank you. Have you listened to it?
Some. It's hard to find full tracks online, which is a shame. You'd think that the record label would re-release it.
You sure you're not with a paper or magazine?
I know how this must look, and I'm really sorry to bother you. I never would have sought you out if I hadn't been told that you had something to do with it.
Oh, come right out and say it, won't you?
Do you want me to leave?
Denny Dooley stole my heart. Maybe you modern lovers go about things differently. I was 16, and around the corner came the sexiest, baddest boy, the kind my mother warned me about. And Denny was the real deal. Oh, they said he was no good. Said he couldn't play. But Denny showed them all. Because when a man has desire, when a man like Denny Dooley knows what he wants, he goes and gets it. It was just a passing fancy. Last weekend, in New Orleans, exposed to black magic and voodoo. I saw what was done. He knew the risks. But it's what he had to do. Because I wanted him to be the best. I'm sorry. Do I come off as elusive? Do I sound like I'm passing blame? I confuse the memory. I know I do. How else to tell yourself it was worth the price? You see what no one could have guessed? The gift wasn't given to Denny. The talent wasn't in his fingers. They were just along for the ride. It was all the guitar. Do you understand? It was all in the guitar. It didn't end with that. Oh, it was impressive at first, that voodoo music. But when black magic takes hold of an instrument as lethal as that guitar, it soon begins to manipulate the person behind it. Same can be said about anything and anyone who came in contact with Denny. So I can blame his friend for killing him.
His friend?
Just as easily as I can blame the knife itself. That look on your face. Sounds hard to believe, doesn't it? Well, you listen to me, girl. There's a curse on Denny Dooley, his music, and everyone he ever knew. So I would forget about me, forget everything you now know. I would take that cassette, I would put it back right where you found it, before it's the death of you.